Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have got plenty of cleaning motivation for you. I've got some cleaning, bed stripping, remaking, some laundry, some toy tidying, a Costco haul, and a very simple, delicious tray bake for you. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. First, I'm just going to strip the bed and tidy up anything that we have in the bedroom. We had a sleepover last night, so the bed has to be deflated, and if you can just about make out on the left hand side of the bed there, that's my Chili. He is 6-7 years old now. He seems to like gallivanting all night and sleeping all day, so he wasn't too bothered by me stripping the bed, but he wasn't too happy about it either, and eventually he did get up and leave. As you've seen, I've just deflated the bed. I'm just going to do the buttons back up on the duvet cover. I'm just throwing everything outside onto the landing. I have got a basket there which I'm putting all the dirty bedding in. These black things that you see me taking off the sheet, all they do is they hold the sheet onto the mattress. Now I've got a very thick mattress, and our beds also lift on either side. They're medical beds, so they do hold the sheet up onto the mattress when the bed is raised. Just going to put some fresh sheets on, put the clips back on, and continue making the bed. I have a Super King bed, and I find that the duvet is a bit awkward and so large. So what I've found is that, I don't know if you can see like the shell shape on the actual duvet cover. I always lie them sideways, and I know that that is the way that my duvet cover will fit into, or the duvet would fit into the duvet cover if I align that up right, and then it's really easy to get it on once you've got it obviously on the right way. Now I'm just moving on to my kitchen. I'm going to decant my soda crystals into the tub. You can keep them in the bag, but I just find, because I'm using them every day, it's just easier to stick them in a tub, and I use a Vanish scoop. I'm just going to stick all my duvet covers and bedding into the washing machine. It's just going to be on a bed and bath wash. I'm using the Lidl's Summer Sun fabric softener. I really like the smell on that, although it didn't last too long, but it was a nice fresh summery smell. Then onto the dishwasher, unpack, reload. I did do a slow cooked meal, and it had come out the dishwasher, but it was just a bit stuck to the pot, so I needed to give that a good scrub so I could use it a bit later. I'm using the eCloth wash pad here, and it brought it up very easily. No real sort of like hard scrubbing required. I just love the eCloth wash scrub pad and the cloths, they work so well and they just make cleaning a breeze. And I'm just going to give the kitchen a quick once over, wipe everything down and move on to the next chore. Every parent's favorite job. But to be honest, I find it very therapeutic, especially when I can just tip all the toy boxes out like that and start afresh and tidy them up and put everything back where it's supposed to be. I probably do this about once a month because all the just bits collect in the boxes and that, and I just tidy it up. So I've obviously sped this up and cut a load out, but yeah, I do find it very therapeutic once everything is done, and I don't mind tidying it really. I know it's a big job, but I don't mind it. Success, and that's all done. So just a quick vacuum to get all the bits off the floor and move on to the next bit. That is so satisfying. Okay, I've got a Costco haul here, just a mini haul. We've got 2 packs of Kirkland spring water, 40 bottles in each. I'm not a water drinker, but I really enjoy the Kirkland water. I've just got some hot dog rolls, the Kirkland hot dogs that if anybody goes to Costco, those are the ones that they sell at the kiosk. I also got some more laundry detergent, and also the sausages, a pack of cookies. These are really lovely, and we just freeze them because I haven't got a very shelf life on them. A box of wet food for my cats, and also some more laundry detergent. And if anybody's South African out there, we got these crunchy Cheetos that you'll see in a second, and they are as close as you're going to get, I think, to Knick Knacks. Really nice, and I highly recommend. One bag didn't last my family very long, but they were just so delicious. So as you can see there, I've got my wet food, my crunchy Cheetos, my water, my sausages, and don't forget the cookies. Now moving on to my fridge. I haven't got a very big fridge. We usually eat HelloFresh, so I don't really need a big fridge because the produce obviously comes in a box and it's already pre-prepared to a point, and you know, into bags and the meals and that, so I don't really need a lot of space. We have treated ourselves during this time to a few fizzy drinks, which we don't generally drink fizzy drinks, but hey, a change is as good as a holiday. So I'm just going to take all the shelves out, all the cans and anything else that I've got in there, and stick them straight in the dishwasher. I've obviously removed the top tray to allow me to have the space for the glass shelves to go in. Then I'm going to go in with a general purpose e-cloth and give my fridge a good wipe down, get into any grooves on where the shelves sit. My fridge wasn't that dirty, to be honest, but I generally try and do my fridge at least once a week, sometimes once a fortnight. But yeah, once a week is my goal. I wash all the shelves in the dishwasher. I'm a bit of a shorty, so climb the freezer to get in the fridge, wipe down the back, and then I just went through with my rubbing alcohol just to give it a bit of a spray. There was a bit of an ice build up at the back, not too bad, but that just obviously melts it. Spray everything down, leave it for a minute, and then give it a good wipe down once again. Dishwasher's done. I only had it on for an hour wash, but that's plenty. As I say, I keep on top of my fridge. So I'm just going to put all my shelves back in and reload the fridge. Now I'm just going to take the new washing powder that I've got from Costco, take the horrible plastic tab off. Oh, that's such a nightmare to get off, and then decant the last couple of scoops that I've got left in the bucket from the old one into this bucket. I must say, as a family, we go through one bucket probably every 12 to 14 months, so it is extremely good value for money, and I do on average one load a day every day. Time to put some laundry away. I'm just going to hang up all the stuff that I've put aside that needs hanging up, and then put the folded things away after. Time to just tidy up the room, make up the beds again, and make it presentable. I mean, it's only us at home at the moment, but I still like a tidy bedroom. Now onto my tray bake. I'm just going to stick the oven onto about 180-ish degrees. Let that preheat while I start the vegetables. I've got 5 sausages. You can use chicken sausages. You can even leave it out if you want a vegetarian dish, but I just happen to have sausages that need using. My very lazy garlic, I get this from Tesco. I didn't realize it was smoked garlic, but it was just as good. Red onions, I use 1 red onion with this recipe. And then I've got some cherry tomatoes. I'm going to use the entire pan for that. Some mixed peppers. I don't like the green peppers in this tray bake, so I go for the other 3 colours, which is the orange, red and yellow. And then some fresh basil, which I'll just stick on top. I'm just going to empty the tomatoes into the colander and then run them under the tap to give them a good old wash. Leave them on the side of the sink just to drain off for a minute, and then start prepping my vegetables. Here I'm just going to line my tray with greaseproof paper, or otherwise known as parchment paper, so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan, and it also makes my pans last a bit longer. I can't stand handling raw meat, so I don't touch it at all unless I've got gloves on. So I'm just going to spike the sausages so that they can ooze out any excess oil or any fats that they've got in them, and also just sort of like let them breathe a bit. It just joins the flavour of the sausages into the vegetables. Now that my tomatoes are drained, I'm just going to throw them onto the tray, and then I'm going to take out my peppers and rinse them off, and do the same, let them just drain for a minute after I've rinsed them off. I'm just going to chop up a red onion. You can either chop them into wedges or into slices as I have. Both ways, it's just as delicious. Here I'm just breaking up the onions into smaller slices and just add them to the tray bake. Next I'm going to cut the peppers up. I'm only going to use half the pepper, and I'm just making sure that all the seeds and all the white bits inside the peppers and the stems are removed, and then I'm going to vegetables together. Now I'm going to take the fresh basil and take them off of their stems and wash them off and leave them to sit, just to sort of like air dry, so they're not so watery when I put them on the pan. Now for some lazy garlic, I'm just going to use a few teaspoons of that and just sort of spread it out over the tray. I do really love my garlic, and so does my family. And then I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil over it, mix it up and stick it in the oven. I did forget though to put salt and pepper on, but we put that on at the end of the meal, but you can add it now if you prefer. The food generally takes about 40 minutes, so I've set the timer for 20 minutes. That's the outcome of it after 20 minutes. So I'm just going to mix it up to make sure it cooks evenly, and then I'm going to stick it back in for another 20 minutes. With the last few minutes for the tray bake to go, I'm just going to stick the basil on it and put it in the oven just to soften the basil and just get a bit more flavour after a few minutes before it's finished cooking. Here I'm just spiking the sausages to make sure they're over 75 degrees Celsius and make sure everything is cooked. The tomatoes have burst, giving a lovely little juicy flavour to the tray bake, and now it's time to dish it up. I don't have the prettiest display of food, and to be honest, once it goes on the table and it goes in your belly, it doesn't really matter what it looks like. It's colorful, it's healthy, it's really tasty. As I say, I just forgot to put the salt and pepper on, but we did put that on at the table. So that's it for today's video, guys. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and it's giving you some inspiration for some cleaning, some tidying, some laundry, a bit of a Costco haul, and my tray bake to finish. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.